Welcome to Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. We are at the final event of the year in the Ladies Pro Series, which is the three-person team event, otherwise known as the Rose Between Two Thorns, and this is the final match of the day. It's been some terrific action today, and in the finals, the team of Jim Ayotte, Kristy Lipke, and Bob Whitcomb are taking on Norm Pelletier, Kim Pelletier, and Joe Smith. Some of the top bowlers on both the men's and women's side of the pro circuit. And getting it underway, Jim Ayotte on the right lane and Norm Pelletier on the left. And both bowlers are going to be open in the first box. Jim Ayotte begins with 9. And Norm Pelletier with a 10 box. Jim Ayotte, as you know, has had some outstanding results on the Pro Series on the men's side, as has Norm Pelletier from time to time, and they both had some TV appearances and match play wins against some of the top bowlers. And 2 spares in the second box. Coming from a little bit left of center, he kind of starts right of center and then heads back to the left and throws the ball back toward the middle. Jim drops 5. He's got 24 through the second. Norm Pelletier with a 6 fill. He has 26 through 2. That looks like difficult lead. He's got the 2, 7, 9, and 10. It looks like there's a piece of wood next to the 2 pin. And how it rolls, I'm not sure if that ball nudged that piece of wood as it went by and got it rolling. But in any case, Norm has still got the 2, 7, 9, and 10. And he punches out the 2 pin. So both bowlers with 7 boxes in the third. Norm Pelletier still holding a 2-pin lead, 33 to 31. Jim Ayotte with a 7 drop. He's got the 6, 9, 10 triangle. Norm Pelletier drops 8, evenly 7 and 8. And Jim with a nice bid. He was right on the object pin. That triangle on the 6 pin, but a little too full, and still has the 10 pin. Corey Packard goes down to check this piece of wood that Norm Pelletier has, and it's in play, so Norm is going to have to play it as he tries to convert this. I'm not sure if that's a 7-8 or the 5-7. In any case, Norm isn't able to cover both of those. He gets the 7 pin, but the other one remains. And it'll be a 10 box. Norm adds another pin to the lead. He has 43 through the 4th to 40 for Jim Ayotte. And Jim right on the head pin again. And another 7 drop, but this time he has the 6, 7, 10. And that's a pretty difficult split. Piece of wood in front of the 7, but it's probably not going to do much for him. Norm Pelletier rather full on the head pin, and he's got the 2 and 7. Some wood behind the 2 pin that should help him convert the spare if he is able to hit the 2 pin. It's basically, he just has to hit the object pin, and he does. Spare for Norm Pelletier in the 5th, and a 9 box for Jim Ayotte. Here's another look at the spare by Norm Pelletier. You can see he hits that 2-pin pretty full and just pushes it back into the 7. So on the scoreboard, he's got 53 with the ball working, and Jim Ayotte 49. So now Kristy Lipke and Kim Pelletier will take over. Kristy and Kim are both heavily involved in the Ladies Pro Series since its inception. Kristy is the daughter-in-law of Tim Lipke, who is the proprietor of Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. And Kristy begins with a 9 box. Meanwhile, Kim Pelletier made a nice spare over there, and you can see this. She cuts the 5-pin into the 8, and then the 5 goes over and takes out the 7-pin. Nice spare to begin for Kim Pelletier. Kristy Lipke punches through the middle, leaving a big 5. Meanwhile, Kim Pelletier solid in the 1-2 pocket. She drops 8 on that spare. Kristy takes out the left side. And Kim with a nice try. She tried to cover both the 8 and 9. The piece of wood took out the 8, but the cap kind of directed the ball to the right of the 9-pin. So through 2, Kristy Lipke with 18 and Kim Pelletier with 28. Kristy with a 7 drop, leaving the 3, 5, 6 triangle. And Kim Pelletier once again in the 1-2 pocket, solid, leaving dropping 9, leaving the 6-pin. And Kristy a little bit too light on that 3-pin, so she doesn't quite carry the 3, 5, 6 triangle, leaving the 5-pin. She'll be open in the 3rd. Kim Pelletier all over that 6-pin. She has a spare in the 3rd. Kristy Lipke with 9, 27 through 3. And once again, Kristy Lipke is full on the head pin, and it's another variant of the big 5. This is the 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. While Kim Pelletier punched out a half whisker left side on that spare. That gives her 40 through the 3rd. And she comes in full on the head pin, 2nd ball, and punches out the 1-5. So she's going to have some work to do on the 3rd ball to get it out, avoid a bad box. Yeah, that's a nice out. Both bowlers with 8 boxes in the 4th. As they finish their first half. This is a 2-string match here in the Ladies Pro Series. The final round matches are always 2 strings. So, Kristy Lipke with an 8 drop, leaving she's got the 3-6. And she misses it, but the wood comes off the wall to take out that 3. So that's a spare, and she gets a little good-natured getting from her teammates. And there's a nice spare by Kim Pelletier. Let's take a look at both of these. You will see that Kristy misses the shot. It's the 6-pin, but that wood kicks off the wall and makes up for it. Looks good on the board. And here is a nice spare by Kim Pelletier. She converts that 4-drop. 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10. So you can see on the scoreboard, it is now a 17-pin lead for the team of Norm, Kim, and Joe. Meanwhile, Bob Whitcomb, the anchor bowler for the team of Ayotte, Lipke, and Whitcomb, and Joe Smith, bowling anchor with Norm and Kim. Both of these bowlers are they're a couple of the top anchor bowlers in candlepin bowling. Bob Whitcomb is always a very dangerous come-from-behind bowler, as some of us have learned on occasion. And Joe Smith is kind of a sort of a stealth bomber. He's not one of the more high-profile bowlers in the game. He's very quiet, but he's extremely accurate and persistent, and he'll throw some big scores at you. And Joe Smith with an 8 drop. He seems to have a knack for leaving pretty good leaves with several planks in front of them, and so he seems to make easy spares all day. And that's a good example right there. Leaves himself good leaves and has no trouble converting them. Bob Whitcomb with a 10 box in the second. He's got 25. Bob with a 9 drop in the third. Light hit leaves a 3 pin. And Joe Smith with an 8 drop. Light hit on the 1-3 pocket leaves a 2-5. Bob Whitcomb, similar to the shot that Christy had. He missed the shot, but the wood came off the wall and made it. And Joe Smith with another spare. Converts that 2-5. Bob Whitcomb right in the 1-2 pocket with an 8 drop. Joe Smith in the 1-2 pocket, very solid. There's another example of what I'm talking about. He tends to leave himself lots of wood. It makes it a virtual certainty that he can convert the spare. And no trouble there. Third spare in a row for Joe Smith. Whitcomb converted that 5-6 nicely with the also using wood, the piece of wood. And Bob goes through the middle, punches out the spread eagle. He got 57 through the fourth. Joe Smith with a very light head pin hit. He drops 5. He has 62 through the fourth. Bob Whitcomb going to the right side, takes out just the 6 pin, so he's still got 5 pins left. And Joe Smith a little bit too far left to convert that spare. So they'll both be open in the 5th. Bob Whitcomb with a 7 and Joe Smith with a 10 box. And we will take a look halfway through this first string. We'll take a look at the scoreboard and show you how things stand. As you can see, Norm and Kim Pelletier and Joe Smith are out to a lead of 25 pins, plus an extra spare because they have 2. Norm and Kim both have spares to 1 spare for with Kristy Lipke on the other side. And we will be back with the rest of this string later in the week.